If you remember this photo, you probably remember the story, the Office Sports Grill, which may have committed a foul over different regulations it had, including having a pole dancer, having a topless dancer, and live music, amongst other things. Well, it's going to be before Jonesboro's Public Safety Committee tonight, 5 p.m. As a matter of fact, we're going to go there and live stream that if we can. It's a special meeting in the council chambers at the Municipal Center that's being called to hear over possible violations that reportedly occurred at the Office Sports Bar and Grill. For those who don't remember, it was back in January that photos surfaced that you're looking at there, and yes, that is a blurred photo. It barely looks like it, but where a woman was said to have been toplessly dancing, stripping at the establishment. It was photos and video, actually, that surfaced on Saturday, January 20th. People kept posting them and sending them to us, and so eventually we covered it. And Keith Hendricks, the owner, said, look, it was not a stripper. He said the woman got up on the pole and started dancing. The second they took the photo, he said somebody tore her top off. And that they were both kicked out. The sexual assault victim and the assailant, according to Hendricks. The above photo we showed you about, he said that was a sort of a fluke photo, but we ended up getting video that showed this, what looked like this woman giving a lap dance to several individuals, I think, that were having a birthday party, flashed them and other things. I mean, it's just what was on video and just what was sent along to us. So that's what we did. We reported about it, and the Jonesboro Public Safety Committee is going to hear it tonight and possibly make a decision as far as if any violations occurred. And again, that's at 5 p.m., and we're going to bring that one to you live on NEA Report. Okay, let's talk about some news out of Sharpe County. A couple of stories to tell you about. First of all, one that actually KIT has been working on a lot lately, and they sent out a breaking alert about it earlier this afternoon after deputies there in Sharpe County began looking for a man who they said opened fire on another, shooting him in the knees and in the buttocks region as well. It was a report that was last Friday that it actually began around. A victim came in to the White River Medical Center, it says, by Region 8 News, after he had several wounds, gunshot wounds, to his lower extremities. He told investigators that he went to a woman's home to sell her a dog. But he says after he approached the front door, the victim, the woman's boyfriend, according to the report, 44-year-old Jesse Leon Hutchis, came from behind the residence with a shotgun in his hands. That's what the report says. And it says, quote, "I got you, now you're dead." According to the victim, he says that the man, the suspect, raised the gun and fired a round, striking him in the knees. He says he turned around and went back to his truck and he got shot again. Unbelievable story. So the next day, deputies returned with a search warrant. It says they found spent 20-gauge shotgun shells, multiple firearms, numerous amounts of ammunition, and you're never going to believe this, they found crystal meth stuff too. They're talking about syringes, baggies, glass smoking devices, and a bag containing white crystalline substance. A bench warrant's been issued for the man for his arrest for battery, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and those are pretty charitable charges considering what he's alleged to have done. This is obviously an armed and dangerous individual we're talking about. If you have any idea where Jesse Leon Hutchins may be, 44-year-old Sharpe County guy, contact 870-994-7329. Again, big credit goes out to Region 8 News for working on that story. It's not every day that we announce an announcement, but we're going to this time because on Tuesday at noon, there's supposed to be something big coming, and we're going to go there and find out exactly what it is. Maybe we'll be able to live stream it to you as well. That's coming up on Tuesday. It's an Arkansas State University announcement. It relates to the College of Business. It's at the corner of Marionberry Parkway and Aggie Road. Sources are hyping it as a, quote, turning point, but we don't know what the announcement is yet. So if you got any ideas in chat, or maybe you know the scuttlebutt, tell us what you know, or tell us what you think it's going to be. What would be a turning point announcement for the Arkansas State University College of Business? Could be a new construction, maybe some type of endowment from a big name family in town. We don't know. I do know the Fowlers just freed up a whole bunch of money they plan to donate. We'll see if that has anything to do with it, or if anything at all that we have guessed could be what it is. That's coming up on Tuesday, and we'll bring you the news on NEA Report.
Brothers Flooring on Highway 67 South in Pocahontas has all your flooring covered. Stop by our showroom Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and see all we have. Carpet with pad and install starting at $16.50 a square yard. Laminate with pad installed starting at just $3.25 a square foot. Every name brand of engineered and solid hardwood from $5 a square foot and up. Waterproof vinyl planks, wood look and tile look, attached cork pack starting at $3.49 a square foot installed. Ceramic and porcelain tile of all sizes and all colors. We build custom tiled showers from the floor up shelves and benches, tub surrounds, kitchen backsplashes like no other. Brothers Flooring, Highway 67 North in Pocahontas. Call today, 870-892-2525.
Haley Norris, Realtor. Should I make my hair go like this? Whether you need to buy, sell, or lease. Haley, can I use my hands? Or is that, where are my hands? Where do they go?
Just say,
Haley.
Just say Haley.
Whether you need my expertise. Haley Norris, Realtor. Or even do a commercial lease. Haley Norris, Realtor. Should I say Remax Real Estate Center or no? Is that too salesy?
No, that's good.
My average days on market is just 50 days. You need my expertise. And that means I'm putting more money back in your pocket.
It's time now for a look at your New Wave Wireless weather forecast, home of the $49 iPhone screen repair. Radar showing a lot of rainfall north Arkansas and east of us, but as far as northeast Arkansas goes, just a few showers popping up, it looks like, in maybe, I don't know, Jackson County and a little bit in the western part of Craighead County. We may see some showers over the next hour or two, but it doesn't look like we've got a whole lot ahead of us. In fact, as we look at the 5-day forecast, we know the showers are going to begin tapering off tonight, and they're going to give us at least about a day break, maybe 2 days off from the rainfall for Friday and Saturday. First off, tonight, showers, maybe a thunderstorm before 7 p.m. and a low of 43. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 61. Friday, mostly clear, a low of 44. Saturday, a 20% chance of showers, but it's probably going to be just a cloudy day with a high near 68. The showers start to roll back in Saturday night. Cloudy and a low down to 41. 50% shot at some showers on Sunday with a high near only 51. Showers on Monday and thunderstorms expected too. The high goes back up into the lower 60s. Showers lasting into Tuesday, and Wednesday they start to taper off a little bit. But we've got a rainy week on the way across northeast Arkansas, it looks like, and maybe some thunderstorms coming too. Breezy outside right now and overcast skies in West Jonesboro, and it's 65 degrees. National magazine Newsweek is now covering Arkansas's joint effort to sue the big pharmacy companies for the opioid crisis, shouldering the burden on them rather than the taxpayers. And this Newsweek article is actually saying that it may lead the way for other states to do the same. If you didn't know about it by now, we've told you about this in earlier stories and earlier broadcasts, but a group of Arkansas cities and counties representing 90% of the population are suing the 65 opioid makers and distributors to argue that they should pay the cost for drug abuse and addiction in the state and not the taxpayers. And it makes sense considering that the opioid companies marketed these drugs as being non-addictive and non-habit forming. Those were the marketing efforts made in the 90s. If they hadn't lied, I would probably agree that it's our fault. But whatever the company that makes the drugs tells you something that's an untruth before you take it, it's kind of on them. If it ends up being the exact opposite, which it was. It was habit forming, it was addictive, and thousands of people have died. That may be a grossly underrepresented number, but it's been a number. Tens of thousands die from opioid overdoses. They're saying it's the most deadly drug epidemic right now that's going on. And it's not crack, it's not cocaine, it's something you can get at the pharmacy. Well, Arkansas is saying enough, and we may end up leading the way for the nation. It could be one of those situations like the cigarette lawsuits. Remember those? Whenever we sued the cigarette manufacturers and there was these big multi-billion-dollar settlements that came from it? Well, Arkansas could be paving the way again, if this Newsweek article is any indication. Now let's tell you about a couple of stories from around the web that may be of interest to you, including Laura Ingraham, Fox News host, who had to apologize today after she sent out a critical tweet yesterday about David Hogg, who's a school shooting survivor. I guarantee you've heard of the guy because you may not like him by now. You might like him, you might support him, or you may think that he is a hero for what he's doing. Regardless what he is a school shooting survivor, he's a kid, he's a pretty young dude, and he's trying to get into college. So he had a 4.2 GPA, apparently, but that wasn't enough to get in. And Laura Ingraham sent out a tweet being critical about it, talking about how he was whining, not getting into college. You might disagree with the guy, but he is a school shooting survivor. And he gets to talk about his experience and what he wants to do to change that from happening again. Even if you totally disagree with what he's doing. And by the way, he's not paid by George Soros or a bunch of other people. Because if he was, there would be check stubs. And there's not. But nonetheless, Laura Ingraham had to apologize because she's a rotten human being. She said any student should be proud of a 4.2 GPA, including David Hogg. On reflection, in the spirit of Holy Week, I apologize for any upset or hurt my tweet caused him or any of the brave victims of Parkland. And about a 2-second Google search will show you Laura Ingraham doing the Sig Heil salute at the Republican National Convention that she spoke at. Hogg has a lot of social media followers right now, if you haven't figured it out. And he sent out a tweet asking, hey, who's her advertisers? In fact, here's a look at that tweet right there. That scared her into shutting up, and it might have hurt her a little bit too. We'll see if he continues to push forward or if Fox News comes out and says anything in regard to that. But their primetime lineup continues to go trashier and trashier. Attacking a child because you disagree with him politically. Why not just attack his positions? Why not just debate based on merit? If you have the substance to do that, then you probably are going to win the comments in the debate. And if you don't, then there's a good chance you might be wrong. Here's another story that's probably not going to get a lot of coverage on the airwaves tonight on the major channels, but it's significant because Ryan Seacrest, the accuser, has filed an actual police report against him. This report from The Hollywood Reporter says 4 months ago she sent a letter to Seacrest and E detailing the sexual harassment and sexual assault, she said, while she was Ryan's personal assistant from 2007 to 2012. She says she styled for him, worked on him for American Idol, for New Year's Rockin' Eve, and other things as well. She said that even though she was expecting more to happen and more to change, she said that nothing ever did. Some celebrities avoided Ryan on the red carpet and his ratings went down, but the silence, she said, was deafening. And he continues, Ryan Seacrest does, to cheerfully co-host the Live with Regis and Kelly each morning, it says, along with a lot of other programs too. The woman says that she's never been called a liar by Seacrest, and she said she's not lying. And that's why she filed the police report. And that was actually 6 hours ago. The Hollywood Reporter verified the report was filed. We'll see if this digs back up this uncomfortable case and uncomfortable news for Seacrest, and if he has to deal with it or answer any more for these accusations, or what happens next.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Hey everybody, don't forget, at 5 p.m. on NEA Report's Facebook page, we're going to be live streaming the event that takes place at the downtown Jonesboro Municipal Center, the hearing for the Office Sports Grill. That's going to be at 5 p.m., just about an hour from now on our Facebook page, so tune in there if you'd like to follow along. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks again for supporting NEA Report. I'm Stan Morris reporting.